Hey there, welcome to probably, maybe, most likely, I'm sure I will probably do another episode of the Life at a Glance podcast, specifically for Turn What You Know into a Template. So, if you've been around these parts recently, you know that I have been doing a special collection of episodes because I couldn't pack everything into what ended up being about a 30-40 minute training, Turn What You Know into a template. And so I want to talk about the other side. And next week, I'm actually going to break down the launch and kind of give you some insights behind the scenes and what is really encouraging to me. So, first things first, I am so encouraged. And if you're kind of on the fence, you're like, I don't know what this Turn What You Know to a Template is all about. What is Low Ticket Designer? Let me encourage you because I have literally, and I'm not using any hype, I've had the emails in the inbox that said that specifically around that workshop, it was very inspiring and gave folks a lot of ideas. I have one person who was like, I am launching this week. Like, she's already ready to go. And that knowledge to template generator, she's like, this is the best thing since sliced bread. I have had someone who has not just one, but many people who've responded to the Bonjoros because I send out videos. And one of them is like, I am definitely adding this to the customer journey. I am delighted because I talk about that in the workshop. Another person said, you've really given me a great idea as a low ticket into an affiliate product that I offer. I know that I can share so much value, and I never thought about it this way. And I think that's the great part about Turn What You Know into a Template. There's a lot of flexibility in that low ticket product. It can be in front of an affiliate program. It can be in front of getting on a call with you. It could be in front of you launching a membership or an additional program. When I first started and launched that low ticket template, I did not have a whole lot of plans about what was happening on the back end. It probably wasn't for, I'm going to 6 months to a year before I was like, okay. And I launched the membership. But in the beginning, that was definitely not the case. And it's something really that I talk about in Low Ticket Designer, where I really have a very specific goal in mind and what I would recommend to shoot for, because I think it keeps things realistic. And the thing that I recommend that you shoot for is getting to the 100 sales. There is a lot of information and data and things that you are going to learn about yourself, about your customer, about how you want all of these things to run. And when you hit that magic number of 100 sales, it's almost like that's our first big milestone that we need to reach for. But there are 3 points really as we close Clark. I can't even talk. I'm so excited. Close cart this week for the what I would want to call the beta round for the program. Is that number one, your idea was never random, it was always ready. And I think that knowledge to template generator is the thing. It used to be for programs that you would literally, like, you would watch the video, you would take notes, you would use the resources the course creator gave you, but then you would try to apply it to you and your business. And it's in that applying to you and your business where things got sticky and there were friction points and there was frustration. Now, with the addition of AI, which should be in every course, every program that is out there to help get your customer a faster result, then what that allows you to do is, I think it takes out the fear of missing out, because we always think that we are going to miss something. And if you've seen the random examples, so one example was all about a golden doodle breeder, and the other example, Turn What You Know into a Template, was about fundraising for service dogs. Those are very random, and I was so excited that people shared those with me. Very random examples, and you were able to see, oh my gosh, this thing works, and it's very, very quick. It really helped to inspire. I think those things, those examples have helped to inspire folks to raise their hand. Action builds clarity, not the other way around. So I have a phrase, hold my digital beer. And I don't drink because I get migraines, and typically drinking gives you a migraine, or it does me anyway. But I want you to think about hold my digital beer. And the reason why I say that phrase is it's the speed to implementation. It's not taking some random idea and going out and launching. It's literally that you've had this idea for a while. I know there is something in your Google Drive. There is something on your hard drive, maybe on your desktop. It's a resource that you use over and again that you've developed for yourself. It's a resource because you've shared it with your team that you guys use it over and again. It's just, we need to uncover that. And the action builds clarity whenever we take a step, that door closes and now another door opens and we take another step. We collect the data, we read it, and we keep moving forward. It helps get us out of this paralysis analysis, if I'm being honest. And here's the other thing with all of this is that you don't have to do it alone. One of the systems that I have inside of my membership, Systems by Design, it's the Help Me Rhonda button. And for the first 30 days, for this initial phase, like I want you, if there is a friction point, help me, Rhonda, and let me know what that is. As you are putting things in together, or as you are putting things together and you have an idea, oh my gosh, this would make this better. Help me, Rhonda, and let me know what that is. I think when you build programs with your customer, those are the best program. Number one, people feel like they are seen and heard, and that's all we really want. They want to know that they are not alone in this building process, and they want to know that their customer experience means something. And there is a lot of noise around low ticket digital products right now. Some people have built them, some people are throwing them out there right now and testing a whole bunch of things. Some people have tested just random products and they've made multi-millions, but they're so far removed, like they're not even doing it anymore. And the one thing that I really, really want to stress here is that call me your test dummy. All right. I have sold over 9,000 templates, but in the last 2 months, I have launched two. One, Simple Social, it's $19. It's part of my funnel. Yes. It is my system that my customer was asking me for that I literally documented and shared. Last week, it was like, what, 600 and some that I've sold in 2 months. And so it is and it really was the inspiration behind turn what you know into a template. I have just recently launched the Client Command Center, and I think we've sold 30 of those templates, and they are $47. And every time I launch a template, I tell Heather, I'm like, this is my favorite. Oh my gosh, this is my favorite. That Client Command Center, this is no like marketing. I wish I would have had that, because when I tried to onboard my first customer, when I transitioned online and I was making $15 an hour, took me all day. And I was still scared that she was going to know that I was not professional, that she was my first client, and that I was forgetting something. That's our biggest fear that we have, right? We're capable. We can complete the task. We know what we're doing, but oh, we if we had all of the tools right there, it certainly makes working with your clients very streamlined and simple. And again, the Client Command Center was a result of working with my customer. I do an onboarding session every single week. We call it Trello Tuesday. And my clients, out of the 4 weeks, 3 weeks, someone would say, how can I use Trello to manage my clients? Do I need a separate Trello board for each client? And I'm like, let me answer that for you. And I would answer it on the call. I'm happy to answer it on the call. But here's the thing. I was like, I saw them say, I need that replay. I'm like, let me just do it for you. Let me just do it for you. And then you customize the system for you and your business. And so turn what you know into a template. We're working behind the scenes. Yes, I have the URL. We're working behind the scenes. So now that we can regularly share that workshop with our future customer that wants to turn what they know into a template. I really want to create this movement. I think this first round will have 100 customers that have raised their hand and said, yep, I want to work with you. I love the foundation that you've set. I love the GPT, turn what you know into a template. I love that knowledge to template. I've seen the demo and yeah, I want it. And I want the future versions that are going to come out because I never set on my laurels. I always do improvements because I want you to have a good customer experience. And you'll have access to all of that. And you'll never pay an addition or any additional fees with any of the improvements that we add to the program. So that's where we are today. I think that you are closer than you think. AI is helping you implement faster. And as I was writing one of the emails, it's basically my brain on your screen. And I was like, oh my gosh, I can almost be consulting each person and help each person turn what they know into a template. Your idea was never random. It's never been random. It's ready to go. It may be hidden somewhere, or you would be very surprised when you hit that GPT and it asks you 3 questions. It's always been ready. And action builds clarity. I can't believe I'm getting so much feedback where folks are already seeing the clarity because of the action that they've taken. And it literally is that knowledge to template. And you don't have to do it alone. We've got a kickoff call this week. You have access to Help Me Rhonda inside the dashboard. And who knows, we will probably do some more live sessions. Just want to get everybody in. I want to get that initial feedback and experience that people are seeing, because you know that I talked about onboarding. And so I am fulfilling on that and doing all of the bells and whistles so everyone can see, so they can say, I want that as part of my system. I want to onboard my people like you onboard your people. And that's what I want for you guys. So turn what you know into a template. The low ticket designer is available. And I would be excited and honored to walk with you to help you launch. All right, until next week, where I may do a deep dive in behind the scenes of what it was like to launch a new product. All right, take care. We'll talk soon.